Please welcome the Honorable United States Senator from the state of New Jersey, Cory Booker, presenting for Dorothea Bongiovi.
Hello, New Jersey. Hello, New Jersey. I have to say, I'm indebted to the New Jersey Hall of Fame because I've actually been waiting for a long time for this very opportunity to shine a light on someone who prefers to operate behind the scenes. The person I get a chance to honor right now isn't flashy and not only doesn't seek the spotlight, but seems to try to avoid it. But the truth is, she is light. She is a light worker. She is radiant in what she does. She has brought to our great state of New Jersey extraordinary warmth, innovative brilliance, and I believe we all have benefited mightily from her. I have this honor tonight of presenting the Unsung Hero Award to Dorothea Bongiovi. Now, let me just say, she is the force behind the JBJ Soul Kitchen. And this is not just a highly rated New Jersey restaurant. You all know this. It's not just an innovative model of service. You all know it's more than that. JBJ Soul Kitchen is a movement in New Jersey. It's a movement for human dignity. It's a defiant act of community in a world that unfortunately is growing more divided. It is, to me, a radical act of love in the face of too much indifference. Dorothea once said something I thought was profound about this innovative model. She said, "Our model is one of empowerment. We're not here to make somebody feel like I'm giving this to you, but more like you have earned this." You see, the spirit of honoring the dignity of every person is the essence of what Dorothea has created in the JBJ Soul Kitchen. It's a place where a simple, very delicious plate of food becomes something so much greater. It's an invitation to community, a doorway to resources, a reminder that none of us in the Garden State, none of us are alone. In the Soul Kitchen, it's something extraordinary. It gets away from that delusion of us versus them, understanding that it's just us, and that in truth, there is no such thing as charity. There is only family. There is only belonging. Dorothea's mission statement, the mission statement of JBJ Soul Kitchen is, all are welcome at our table, where locally sourced ingredients, dignity, and respect are always on the menu. And tonight we get a chance to shine a spotlight on someone who tries to avoid it, but who's made it all possible. You see, Dorothea has done something rare. She has used her profound moral imagination to envision a different kind of world, and then she built it. A world where people, whether they can afford a meal or not, don't just come for the food, they come to be seen, to be valued, to be connected. And in that incredible connection, they gain access to the deep resources of a caring community, what we all can manifest when we actually have the will to do it. It's this audacious belief that together no one need be hungry, no one need be homeless, no one need to suffer without services if they're suffering from mental illness. That people can find their way to housing, to mental health support, to job opportunities. All of us can find a way to warmth, the shelter of brotherhood and sisterhood, even on the coldest New Jersey winter nights. Let me give you an example. There's a young man named Nasir who was 19 years old. He walked in hungry looking for a meal and instead found community here in New Jersey, a community that helped him weather the hardest days, secure housing, pursue his dreams. And eventually he returned as staff to the JBJ Kitchen to help others who now stand where he stood. Dorothea believes that you can change a life, that you can create a place where lives change every single day. That's why she is a hero unsung. She is one of our great New Jersey social innovators. She is one of New Jersey's great trailblazers of grace. She is a person who assists on seeing the inherent worth in all of us, in every human being. Look, Mother Teresa said something that I think is profound. She said, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. Well, Dorothea reminds us that our family is not just the people in our home, it is the people in our hometown, in our community, at our shared table of America. She teaches us that we may not be able to change the world, but we can absolutely make a world of change every day. And she proves that when you serve people with quality, with excellence, with deep respect, where you see their divinity, whether it's just giving them a gourmet meal or a warm welcome, you are actually telling people, you deserve beauty, you deserve dignity, you deserve joy, you are one of God's children, you are worthy. The Soul Kitchen is more than a restaurant. It is a radical affirmation of belonging, a daily declaration that hunger is not just lack of food, but a lack of connection, a lack of community, a lack of someone saying, come in, sit down. You matter, you are loved. Dorothea, tonight, I've been waiting for it. A lot of light is shined on your family, but I believe we should be centering you because of what you've done. You've shown us all what's possible when love rolls up its sleeves and gets to work. You help us see the world not as it is, but as it could be if we too had such courageous love and joined in with the rest of humanity to stepping up to our responsibilities to one another. Tonight we celebrate you, your gift of showing us that dignity can be served one meal at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, Dorothea knows something. She knows I am not a rock star, but tonight I get to sing. It is truly my honor to sing Dorothea's praises. God bless her and the incredible work that she and her team are doing. Let's roll
Dorothea
this video.
Bongiovi is the unsung hero philanthropist, founder of JBJ Soul Kitchen, the nonprofit restaurant she and husband Jon Bon Jovi launched in 2009. Its mission, to create a pay-it-forward restaurant designed to tackle food insecurity while fostering a sense of dignity and reducing the stigma associated with hunger. The JBJ Soul Kitchen is a model of empowerment. The unique pay-it-forward restaurants serve those in need and those who can pay. Individuals in need volunteer for their meals, while the paying guests cover the cost of those volunteering. All diners have the same restaurant experience, with 4 locations across New Jersey, including one on the campus of Rutgers Newark to address student food insecurity. JBJ Soul Kitchens have served well over 220,000 meals. In the last year, 74% of their guests identified as in need. Soul Kitchen is much more than a delicious meal. Those facing food insecurity are connected to services and vital resources. Everything from ID to employment to mental health support and housing. Soul Kitchen staff are there to facilitate the connections to those resources. In the past 2 years, their Red Bank and Toms River locations have helped more than 40 people move from homelessness into permanent housing, offering stability and dignity, not with temporary shelters or motels, but with homes. The JBJ Soul Kitchens have consistently been rated the #1 restaurant in their areas on TripAdvisor, in large due to their commitment to culinary excellence and the building of community. All are welcome at JBJ Soul Kitchen, where they continue to make a positive impact on the lives of paying and in-need customers alike. Please welcome Dorothea Bongiovi, a 2025 inductee into the New Jersey Hall of Fame.
Okay, I just learned a lesson. Never have Cory Booker speak before you, because now it's really going to be difficult for me. Okay, thank you, Senator Booker, for your incredibly kind words. You are an inspiration to me and countless others. Your compassion and tenacity knows no boundaries. I want to thank the board of the New Jersey Hall of Fame for this incredible honor to be inducted. I'm humbled to be included with those who came before me, especially Anna Diaz-White, who was a huge inspiration for me. Now, in 100% transparency, I have been asked a few times to accept this honor from the New Jersey Hall of Fame, and each time I have politely declined. This is no disrespect, but it's just, I would rather have a root canal than speak in public. But I said to myself, okay, two things could happen. A, they might never ask me again, or B, more importantly, this would allow me to shine a light on other people who do so much work. All right. First, let me say running a restaurant is hard. Running a restaurant like JBJ Soul Kitchen is something else entirely. We are running a social program disguised as a restaurant. Every day, we are building the plane as we are flying it. Some would say as we are crashing it. But I do know one thing. We are building community. You can see it and feel it when you're there. Our staff strives to make people's lives just a little bit better, a little bit kinder. Some days are fun, some days are heartbreaking. It's rewarding when we witness the life-changing moment when someone moves into their own home after being unhoused. It's awesome when someone finds a job that they're passionate about, that pays them a living wage so they can provide for themselves and their families. But it's also difficult. It's heart-wrenching when you think someone has found stability and watch them slip back into a cycle of hardship. But it's also heartbreaking when the work we do is questioned, or worse, misrepresented. When that happens, when people attack the work, the real cost isn't to our program or our staff. The real cost is to the people we serve, people who are already struggling. Too often, our guests, your neighbors, are reduced to labels. They get treated like statistics, like problems to be solved, rather than human beings with dignity and hopes and dreams. And when we allow fear, lies, or mistrust to take root, we push those in need further into the shadows. But through it all, our Soul Kitchen staff shows up and they shine. I reflect on the dozens of chefs, cooks, and dishwashers we've had over the years. Chef Terrence, our first employee, Zeet, who helped us get started, Chefs Wendy and Josh, who worked all through COVID, and now our incredible chefs Rob, Emily, Rob, Dee, Kevin, Desi, and our amazing kitchen staff, Mike and Carly, who keep our food consistently great and run our kitchens like clockwork. As I always say, #1 on TripAdvisor, best of the best, not just in New Jersey, but in the world. I'm so proud of our chefs. They know this might be the only meal our guests will have, and they want to ensure that it's delicious and healthy. Love the taste, taste the love. They're all unsung heroes. I think about Heather Goldfarb, who started with us when Philadelphia Soul met an arena football team 20 years ago. She worked for the team selling tickets, transitioned to the foundation side, and rose to become the foundation's executive director, which includes the hardest job of all, keeping me in line. There's Tessa and Jamie, who keep the trains running, all unsung heroes. Our community outreach staff comes to mind. Mary Lou, who coined the phrase, pay it forward. Carol, Ann, and Bree. And now we have Joanne, Larry, Nicole, and Danny. They are the boots on the ground folks who work with our in-need guests, building relationships, connecting them to resources, whether it's an ID or a good-paying job, mental health support, or rehab or housing. Our staff is so compassionate and caring, but also resilient and tenacious and fierce in their loyalty and commitment to those in need. True unsung heroes. Then there's all of our support staff volunteers and gardeners who create beauty and function so we can grow our own food. Literally thousands of people. They help create that atmosphere that makes us the best of the best. I'm reminded of Terry, who shows up with a smile on her face, grateful to help others. She is 89 years old. There's Bob, Gina, Rob, Jenny, too many to name, all unsung heroes. And that brings me to our in-need volunteers who embrace this new idea and who, regardless of their own struggles, show up, give us their time, energy, and most importantly, their trust. They trust us and share their stories, struggles, and successes. That is the level of trust they place in us because they know they will be treated with dignity and respect, and that is the cornerstone of our ethos. Back in 2011, when we were first developing the model for the JBJ Soul Kitchen, I wanted to run a pilot program. I wanted to see if it was a program that people would embrace. And we met with the folks at St. Anthony's Church in Red Bank, and they had a huge kitchen and a very large auditorium, and they had food pantry that would connect us to in-need population. The only issue was they wouldn't let us use their dishes, flatware, glasses, pots and pans, or anything else. So, but we were grateful, and we took the opportunity. However, it was not the ideal situation. But you know what we did have? Or should I say who we had? We had Lou Moriali, our very first volunteer. Lou, with his years of culinary training, Lou, with his years of experience running restaurants, kitchens, and catering business. He gave us dishes, pans, linens, but more importantly, he gave us his time, his patience, his positive can-do attitude, and unflappable demeanor, plus his belief in our mission. He trained chefs, guided volunteers, and modeled grace under pressure. When we moved to another location, there was Lou again every step of the way. I have known Lou for over 30 years. And as I was writing the speech, I honestly could not remember how he showed up. He was just there, pitching in, making calls, cooking, planning, whatever we needed. His amazing wife, Jamie, and son, Lou, were also there. That's the kind of family they are. Then we finally got smart and hired Lou. And Lou taught us how to run a restaurant. His knowledge, positive attitude, commitment to our mission are unparalleled. Believe me when I say, Soul Kitchen would not be what it is today without the support and belief that Lou brought to the table 24/7, 365. Lou is a true unsung hero. Lou with a million ideas. Lou who always knows a guy. Lou who is the hardest working, kindest person I know. He has helped so many people, from young chefs to those in need. He has impacted more lives than he will ever know. I know he has impacted mine. This honor may have my name on it, but it belongs to Lou Moriali. Thank you.